Hello?
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon. We can hear you. Now we can see you as well.
All right, great.
Good to see you. Thank you very much, Professor, for applying to Hedvig Scholarship. We remember a group of your students from the last year. Excellent students. Congratulations on them. I'm Radosław Koszewski. Together with me, there are Marta Ambrosiak from EY and Piotr Kamiński, the president of Hedvig Scholarship Foundation. You will have 5 minutes to present yourself. Then each of us will have up to 3 minutes for Q&A. And then together we have 1 minute for the feedback for you.
All right.
If this is all clear, let's start.
Okay, so I will just share my screen. It should be this. All right. Could you please confirm that you can see my slides?
Yes.
All right, great. Fine. So you asked me to introduce myself, so I will do it with those following slides. I work at Lodz University of Technology and also at a high school in Kleszczów. In Kleszczów, I teach mechatronics. What I mean by that is in particular electrotechnics and electronics, so all aspects related to DC current, AC current, electrostatic, design of the circuits, and so on. I also teach health and safety issues related to electricity. I'm the member of qualification commissions established by a president of regulatory office. So at the end of the students' education, I'm eligible to offer exam for the students, and they can be granted with those professional certificates that are useful and required in their professional life. At the university, I also specialize in all aspects related to interoperability of renewable energy sources like PV panels, wind turbines, energy storage systems, recently as well electromobility. So I think I can share my experience from the university at school. Marta Dymek asked to prepare some answer for a few questions, and one of them is my experience. So already as a PhD student, I was a supervisor of the students that participated in exchange program with Ukrainian students. Every year we used to travel to Mariupol, unfortunately destroyed right now. At high school in Kleszczów, within a power project, I used to go with my students to Dresden, Germany, where students could improve their skills, knowledge in the field of mechatronics, CAD systems, and so on. On a regular basis, I organize school trips for professional exhibition trades. You mentioned already some students from last year, and few of them exactly were also my students in the project called CANSAT. Maybe you remember that they won, okay, maybe not won, but they reached second place. And yeah, we are all proud of it. Here we have another project which I'm leading. So those 3 students, last Sunday, they won competition in the field of programming, and I'm especially proud of it, but because they, as a group, they are already better in programming than I am. What else? In my professional career, I was involved in many international and national projects where I was responsible for project proposal preparation, for its dissemination, mainly research and development project, but also Erasmus projects where I could improve my professional skills. For example, this slide is from Sri Lanka. Last year I was in Nepal. Okay, maybe the other picture is not from Nepal, rather from Sri Lanka, but I could also practice my unprofessional skills. As you see, the board is big, so I'm definitely not good surfer. Anyway, this is also what I share with my students, that the science, that the work can also give fun. there was also a question about benefits from traveling to Silicon Valley. Usually it's expected that teacher, like me, I will inspire, motivate students, but we also, teachers, professors, we need inspiration. And I believe that introducing like Stanford University, companies like those LinkedIn, Google, I don't know the full program. I don't know if you plan to visit like Intel or Fairchild headquarters, but all those companies that present the state-of-the-art, the high-tech level are the places where science, when the tech is born. So being there, knowing those people will definitely improve and inspire my work. Other issues, maybe not issues, other things that I believe that I will benefit from trip is that in school, by disseminating the knowledge, the experience, I can raise some competition, maybe a little bit of jealousy, in obviously a good sense. So this could be helpful for not only students, but as well among our teachers. How I could support you with dissemination? I'm active on LinkedIn. I'm active regarding the preparation of manuscripts, mainly obviously technical, because this is my work, but also like from the last year project, this Kansan project, I prepared the manuscript for bulletin of Polish Electrical Association. So this is another way how I could support your project and disseminate its results. And I think my time is up. So I tried to be fast, but I think I reached these 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Professor. Very interesting presentation. Now is the time for Mrs. Marta Ambroziak and her questions.
Thank you. Professor, very impressed about your presentation and what you're doing. Thank you for that. I have a question about your mission as a teacher. Like, what is it that make you do this all creative things and be active?
I think it's partially in my blood. You know, my father was a university teacher, so from the youngest, I could. The university, the school was always somewhere around us. You know, I believe that I like what I'm doing. It's maybe not regarding the wages and you know, it's not the best thing, but as I mentioned, I managed to combine work as a teacher with participation in many international projects, which simply gives me fun. Contact with all those people from all around the world. I've been, you know, to Asia, like China, Indonesia, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and so many countries. That gives me fun. And when I see that, when I share it with students, it helps me to motivate them. To certain case, I see that besides the pure science or knowledge that I have to share them, these additional things help them to understand that what they learn now, what makes them suffer, sooner or later will benefit. And I think they share my ideas. So I believe that's the answer for your question.
Yeah, thanks very much. And I have one more question. What's next? Because with those nice initiatives, it's great. But what do you think? What do you plan in next of your in terms of your next initiative steps to participate in the program, share the knowledge, or you know, participate in some nice trip as well?
Right. Actually, in the morning, I had a meeting with one of the companies of international reach, and we already discussed some project in the field of renewables. I believe that some of you already might experience issues resulting from voltage rise in installation with PV panels. And so there are quite a lot of problems related to that. And we discussed the potential of involving students, maybe on university level, but this is at the end connected, right? So already some of the students from Kleszczów are at my university. So we plan to, at the moment, to apply for one of the national projects that would support us in our work. And as I mentioned, it's not only focused on technical aspects, but also we would like to involve more students, because we see problems like, students usually expect results very fast. When they reach any problems, quite often they give up. And we would like to build some kind of environment in which they would see something else. I mean, they could see that helping us with the research projects will help them to not only get some money, but also to get experience that they will use in a companies they already know, because this is not just for, to do something, but to make the product that will really work. So this is the concept.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you. Piotr?
Professor, let's imagine you're going to Silicon Valley, and we are there together and with the group of our students on the scholarship, and you have chance to choose any kind of idea to go deeper. You are free to ask questions. What kind of idea you can suggest to go deeper as a first, as a second, and as a first?
Okay. It depends. I didn't hear you correctly. There was some glitch in the sound, but yeah. I don't know. Does it mean that whenever I go to any of those tech companies, or?
No, it is. In my question is important. What kind of idea you suggest to go deeper? Yes, you can find the company that's any person. Yeah.
Just for very very short answer, like 1 minute, because we don't have more time.
All right. When, for example, I was thinking about Google. Okay, maybe I'm not specialized in the field of computer programming that much, but we all use those tools. We got all familiar with it, but there are a lot of risks related to especially artificial intelligence. And around this aspect, I would like to start a discussion about how we understand artificial intelligence, and what's the point of view of those powerful institutions like Facebook, Google, how they are going to protect us from all those risks that artificial intelligence creates. When I was young, I loved the movies like Terminator or Matrix and so on. So this is always somewhere in my mind, and we see that right now the sci-fi becomes reality. And around this topic, I would like to focus.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I may ask Marta for your feedback.
Thank you very much, Professor. Great presentation, great examples. I missed the timekeeping, element, but all good from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Piotr.
Professor, really good presentation. It is very difficult to talk about the techniques during such a presentation, and it is important that you show your passion, which is connected with the future of young people who are teaching. Thank you for this.
Professor, thank you very much for your enthusiasm and for everything you do for your students. I'm convinced they are going to achieve a lot because of such teachers as you. So once again, thank you very much. My only feedback would be that when you engage into discussion with such an enthusiasm, look at the watch. So maybe that's only advice. But this is something that I have a problem myself when I get too enthusiastic about a certain topic. Once again, thank you very much. Congratulations. Convince your friends to vote for you in internet. I know in Kleszczowie you have special know-how how to get many votes. In more than 1 week, you shall know results of the voting.
All right, thanks. By the way, I understand that later we'll know a little bit more about our expectation from you regarding us and what will be our duties. That would probably happen when we know the results, right?
Yeah, look, it's like a normal tour with students, just a little bit farther.
All right.
And maybe with some special guests and some special requirements, some legal requirements, because the California, Polish law, etc., overlap sometimes, and we need to be very careful about that. But of course, yes, we will pass to teachers more in detail what we expect.
Okay, thank you very much then.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye-bye.